But anyway, let's do it, folks. We're here. We're doing the Week 13 recap, the final week of the regular season. A drama-filled week in the league. Pins and needles for many folks in the league. There was a whole long discussion. You were all there for it. We were there for it. Am I in? Am I not in? How do I get in? What are the contingencies? It's not that hard to figure out, people, in the future, okay? If you're tied with somebody, it's points. Who has more points for? That's all it is. Mm-hmm. And if you somehow ended up on the exact same points, which would be insane, the mathematical probability of that. After that, I don't know what it would be, if it would be head-to-head or points against. But we've never had that. It's probably never going to happen. If it does, we'll get to that point. Maybe I'll just pick who I like better. You know, my true feelings come out about the league. But, you know,
Cody.
It's really what we Cody.
Always playing with a disadvantage. Always playing with one.
Well, when you say it, man,
self-imposed.
Okay.
Well, so we definitely want to. We definitely want to go. We definitely want to go over the matchups and all that, like we normally do. But there was a lot of news and there was a lot of drama in the league this week, so I think we should touch on some of that. Injuries were one of the main things. I mean, Cody narrowly avoided the double injury, the vaunted double season ender there, because the Niners were trying to murder DeAndre Swift at the end of that game. Good God, what that guy took.
That game was ugly.
Up, you know,
from about halftime to the very end of it. That thing was nasty.
Oh yeah, the Niners were mad. I loved it.
We're all remembering why we all thought the Niners were going to steamroll the league, because they're all the way back right now. I mean, good God, you know.
I like Trent Williams to take a playoff like break. You know what I'm saying? Because
you better hope one of them boys tears an ACL or something, because if they're healthy going to the playoffs, good God. You know,
you don't want to wish that upon anyone, but if you're not a 49er fan, how do you stop that team? My God.
Because if you had to put a number 2 or number 3 team in the NFC, it's the Cowboys and the Eagles. I don't know the exact margin, but it was a difference of 82 to 28 or something.
4 scores on both of them. You know,
they're really good.
Yeah, they're out for vengeance this year. I mean, I think they felt shafted after last year, and how could you not? I mean, I think they beat the Eagles. I think they're a Super Bowl team last year. It might have won the Super Bowl last year if it had not been for Purdy going down, and not for all of their other quarterbacks also going down.
Simultaneous quarterback losing.
Yeah, you know. So kind of wild there. The Niners are on one again. We'll see how they finish the year, how it's going to look in the postseason. But the other news, hey, and call me a homer all you want, but the Packers taking down the Chiefs. Let's fucking go. All right?
Yep.
Let's fucking go. Jordan Love looking like a world beater. Last 3 games, 70% plus completion rating, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions, running the ball. The connection with Watson is there. All reports are that Watson's injury is not as bad as it was feared at the end of that game. He was moving around better yesterday. He might miss a week, but I bet we get him back the following week. Just kind of a minor re-aggravation, which kind of pissed me off. It's just run out of bounds, man. Who gives a shit? I know you're trying to waste the clock, but we had that game sewn up. You know, we were running the ball so well, but, it is what it is.
I mean, the real story from that game is just the huge billboard of everyone at the top of the AFC isn't.
Yeah.
Everyone who we picked at the beginning of the year in the AFC, because the AFC was, if you remember right, so much better than the NFC. The Bills ain't it. The Bengals are done because Burrow is. And the Chiefs are an above-average team.
We still don't have a report on Trevor Lawrence either, which would absolutely take the Jaguars too.
High ankle sprain on Mr. Lawrence is what you got. So now remember, we talked about this earlier in the year, per a licensed sports doctor that I listen to once a week talk about these injuries. What happens with high ankle sprains, it's either a 1 week thing and then they're back,
or
it's a month thing. That's what it is every time. So there's not really an in-between. So we'll see what that means for the Jags. Luckily for the Jags, they've built up 8 wins. They could lose a few and still get in. But you wouldn't like to see that. That's building negative momentum for them going into the most important part of the year. So
yeah, but if Trevor Lawrence has to take a month off, then they've afforded some time to maybe do that.
Yeah, and CJ Beathard is not the worst backup you could have in the world. Okay, he's no Zach Wilson. He won games when he was out there in 49er land. He might be able to sneak a win or two.
In the town of Santa Clara.
Yeah, man. So we'll see what's up with that. Tank Dell going down on an inexcusable play. What do we have? Potentially the smallest wide receiver in the NFL. It's him and Tutu Atwell, right? Smallest guys out there. We have him in interior blocking on a running play. What are you doing, man?
Right.
Get Robert Woods in there. Get his old
shatter
in there.
Shatter your ankle for an inside split.
Dude, just ridiculous. That's D'Amico Ryan's being a rookie coach is what that is.
Man, that's Cody losing another player to season-long injury. That's what that is.
Yeah,
that's Tank Dell finally being worth the same.
I've had 4 of those. I've had 4 of those.
Also,
4 season-ending injuries.
I know Chubb, I know Richardson, and this one. Who's the 4th one? Who am I forgetting?
Dallas Goedert.
Well, Dallas is coming back.
He was a waiver wire pick.
Okay. Is he coming back before our season's over?
I think so.
Okay.
I thought he was practicing again just recently, but
it's a broken forearm, and I'm like, all right, cool. You got 2 months.
Well, broken and fractured are different things. Fractures heal much more quickly than broken all the way through. So, but anyway, the thing there for you, man, that is concerning is that I'm popping up windows I don't want open. Is that I don't know what the hell you're gonna do at running back, man. Like, imagine DeAndre Swift has like a chest contusion or whatever. You have 2 weeks, so you probably get
That's
Swift.
it. That's the answer.
Get Swift.
I got 2 weeks because Aaron Jones is also gonna need to take another week.
He's not gonna be right the rest of this year, dude.
No, I need him to be at least half for 2 weeks. Okay, I need him to be like half. That's if I don't.
He won't be. That man has had 2 weeks, and then he hasn't done it all year.
Yeah, he had 1 week. Hey, sorry, my puppy.
If we're not counting Dallas Goedert's injury as a season-ending one, can we at least sommehow count Aaron Jones as having a season-ending injury?
The 2 of them together can combine for one.
2 halves.
Because holy shit, guys.
Yeah, you've had bad luck, man. Bad luck with injuries, but good luck in having everybody have their worst week of the season against you. So you got that going on. I'm trying to think what else. You have Russell Wilson giving the game away at the end there against the Texans.
Good. I was so sick of Denver winning.
They almost won again,
but they didn't. You know why?
Yeah. Well,
they put up less points.
Exactly it.
Yeah, but to be fair, okay, he's scrambling. He's trying to make a play. He threw the ball up high enough for his tight end to make a play. The DB just made a better play. And Derek Stingley had his number all day long, picked him off twice. I don't know if you saw that one that he came across looking like a wide receiver, snags that one, full extension. That was a beautiful interception that he had.
I watched so much more of a Houston Texans Denver Broncos game than I thought I would.
The Texans are fun to watch, dude.
The Texans are fun to watch.
That's cool.
They're like Miami Light.
Man. That was one of those late season gyms you never expect to be like a watchable game. Then you show up, you're like, yeah, okay, these teams are hungry.
Yeah,
dude, Houston is the biggest surprise. Like, they're so much fun to watch. I want them to change their mascot and their colors and their city right now, just so I can stomach putting them on my TV.
They are man. They picked the worst color combo. Like,
they should be the Houston Oilers.
I mean, you know what it is. It's the American flag, like in Houston, Texas. It is. There's no nuance there.
Right?
Yeah.
And there already was like a Texans. They're called the Chiefs now. Leave it alone. Like you couldn't steal Oilers, but you could steal the Chiefs first.
You want Cowboys and Texans? That's just it's overkill.
Boo.
It's overdone.
They could be the Houston Burgers, they could be the Houston Lean, they could be you know what I mean? They do a lot of things. Lean on the obesity.
The Houston port workers. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some
Yeah.
dock workers or something.
The
I don't know.
The
Definitely
Houston
worse.
lot lizards.
The Houston banana boat.
Houston trash
Nice.
bags.
Yeah, Houston trash pandas.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be funny. But anyway,
The Houston Flood Watch.
Yeah, there you go. Houston,
Okay.
Houston Hurricanes.
The Houston
Not
Sandbags.
I'm a huge fan of alliteration. I say
Yeah.
Houston Hurricanes.
Houston Hurricanes, not bad.
Mhm.
Double
Mhm.
H.
All right, let's do some matchups, huh?
Yeah, let's get into it. There's a billion other things we could talk about with the league, but it is what it is.
Like the betterment of Houston's mascot.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get into let's keep the trend going. Let's talk about my matchup as we will. Trish.
You needed it, and you almost gave it away. Trish doing her damnedest.
Hey,
to play
thank God for
spoiler.
a left hook from Mr. Pacheco. Huh?
No kidding.
That was fantastic.
Because he
I
was
What a crock of
he's out of
shit.
here.
That dude was instigating like crazy, shoving his face. And I know you can't throw a punch, so he definitely should have been ejected. But like at the least, flag the other guy. Like you just let him get off scot free.
They did.
You know what, man? Keyshawn Nixon is a local hero in Green Bay. That man does so much for our team. First of all, best returner in the league, by the way. Number one in yards per return and the most kickoffs return. So by the metric, he averages the best returns of anybody in the league.
Turns out, also a dirtbag.
Also made a great interception. Also, it's the NFL, sir, and emotions fly. Emotions fly, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dude, it happens every week. You got to not let it get. You got to not let it get.
No, you're right. You can't throw a punch. That's the obvious.
Can't do it.
They always get the second guy. There's a couple of those this weekend.
Punch back, but he didn't. You know what I mean? Who knows what Pacheco was saying, man? We don't know. And also, Pacheco talks a lot of shit, dude. If you watch that guy run, every time he gets
in the NFL, they all talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, dude.
We just start making
22-year-old men full of testosterone. Duh.
Yeah.
They've never been the softest person in the room ever.
I'm not mad at the player, I guess. I'm just mad at the referee. Like, come on.
Whatever, dude. We'll take it. And we get that dub. Keyshawn Nixon also had the only turnover in that game. Picks off Patty Mahomes on a brilliant play. Love what that guy's doing for our team right now.
I think you can definitely thank Austin for your victory this week because you get, what is that? No, Allen, I'm sorry. Don't mean to besmirch Austin's name. DK Metcalf and Tony Pollard combining.
But he does mean to besmirch Allen's name.
Oh, I do. I'm fucking pissed still about that man being handed DK Metcalf and Tony Pollard for a pile of hot fucking garbage.
Got him
for Kyler Murray, basically.
Listen, they were hot garbage, and just as Cody made the right call on the upswing of Tank Dell, I knew DK and Pollard were going to do stuff. All you got to do is look at the schedule. All you got to do is look at.
So it was easy to tell that they were going to do stuff, and you probably shouldn't give them away for hot fucking garbage. Is that what you said?
It's not on me. That's what trades are made of. Allen needs a quarterback.
Not mad at you. I'm mad at you, bud.
Not mad at you.
That's right.
I'm mad at you.
Just mad.
Not rubbing your name through the fucking mud, but god damn it.
Dude.
But god damn it, Allen.
Count it. That's 50 fucking points you got from two guys. We should go through Allen's matchup and see what Kyler Murray, T. Higgins, and Williams combined for.
Do you want to do that right now?
You guys can talk. I'm going to do it right now.
No. To be fair, Kyler Murray has been good for him. He has. He's had 3-4 good weeks in a row.
Sure, but compare him to any average.
Fuck up, Patrick.
Compare him to any average waiver wire pickup, and it's maybe 3 points a week. It's not a 50-burger. They're not
shut the fuck up.
Kyler Murray's been killing it.
Unbelievable.
Anyway.
I can't believe we got to listen to this.
Anyway, it would have been nice to have Kyler Murray this week and those guys because then I would have won a points title.
Kyler Murray put up 11.8 this week. T. Higgins put up 5.1, and Javonte Williams put up 8.5. They combined for half of the point total of the two people he gave to you.
Hey, dude, hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? Hate them both.
I don't think that you're saying that right. Let's go.
At least you could own up to the fact that you fucking railroaded him on that fucking trade.
Hey, man.
Look at the camera right now and tell Allen what you did.
If you win a championship and Allen comes in last place, let everybody clip this fucking 30 seconds and know that that's why. That trade.
The fuck.
Push both of them to the extremes of the league.
The fuck
Jake, I don't think you got to worry about Patrick winning it. He doesn't have it in him.
Those two could not put a lineup together properly the whole fucking year. That's why they're not in the playoffs. Anyway, so all I'm trying to say is that my team played well. Our running backs are chugging along. We hate that Ramondre Stevenson is probably out for the year too. I got hit with one.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got
you
a
did.
high ankle
You did.
sprain. He's probably out of there. We got Chuba, but it would have been great to have those three running backs and then have DK, Steph Diggs, and Tyreek Hill. We're not going to have that. So
That's all right. You only have to do it 3 times in a row.
yeah, I know. Well, I already did it 3 times in a row. Just got to do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Do it again.
Tyreek doing Tyreek things. You love to see it. Gonna break Calvin Johnson's record this year. Come on. Man.
I want to see that.
Me too.
I've been getting hit with a lot of clips about how Tyreek Hill is not going to be Tyreek Hill when you take him away from Patrick Mahomes. I've been hit with a lot of those from 2 years ago.
Yep, and
every sportscaster saying it. I'm like, yeah.
How about Patty Mahomes isn't going to be Patty Mahomes when Tyreek Hill leaves? How about
Turns
that?
out having world-class speed on your team is irreplaceable. Turns out
having the second fastest man in the NFL, Devon Achane, is the fastest. He is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He is. The numbers would show. Let the record show. Devon Achane is slightly faster.
Patrick, shut the fuck up.
No, he's faster. You shut the fuck up. Anyway, let's talk about Trisha's team a little bit. I mean, headed for the Sacco, defending her honor of being the Sacco. We love that.
Yeah.
A little vitriol.
I don't. I hate it. I take pride in that. You fucking loser.
She almost got me with a fucking Trey McBride. Where the hell did that guy come from, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing great the last few weeks. Outside of that, if she would have played Joe Mixon, I would have lost. I mean, who would have seen that coming? And who would have seen the game that Mr. Browning had? 31 for 34 for 350, a rushing and a passing touchdown for that man. What a game he played.
Unbelievable.
No joke.
Yeah. And maybe he's going to make Jamar Chase relevant for Erica. That would be huge if he's going to play like that,
That would. Like seeing her with, what do you have, 22?
Oh, Jamar Chase
26.
Yeah, he went nuts.
No reason. But I guess backup quarterbacks are still quarterbacks in the NFL.
Well, he's a young guy, right? Is he a rookie? I think he might be a rookie.
Who that is. I don't know shit about him.
He came out of Washington, was Washington's QB a year or two ago. Whether he's a rookie or he's a sophomore, I don't know. But he hasn't.
I remember seeing him in college being good.
I mean, he played for Washington. They've been ranked at the top of the heap for the last couple of years. So, he had to be serviceable. Mm-hmm. He's no Michael Penix Jr., but he is solid, it seems. He's going to be a top. He's going to be a top half of the first round pick next year.
Oh, that's the guy.
Yeah, he's got some Heisman hope.
Quick segue, real quick. How do you boys feel about Florida State not making it?
I get why they didn't. And it ain't right. But they said, "Hey, look, we're not trying to be about what's right. We gotta put the best 4 teams
tough,
in."
Man.
And you know what? Florida State
versus 13-1. I know Alabama is the best one, but goddamn,
they're not one of the 4 best teams with that starting quarterback out. It's not fair.
It's just tough because they did everything they could have done, which is win every game that they had, and it wasn't enough because Alabama's a name brand.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It is not.
I don't want to spend too much time thinking about it because I'm telling you, we don't ever have to do this again because next year they changed it. Next year, we all get to enjoy college football the way it always should have been, and it'll be done.
How many teams are in next year?
12.
8, I think. Oh, is it 12?
12. It's 12.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay, well then it's over. So, but all I'm trying to say is the only.
It'd be over if it was 8.
Florida State will be the last one that gets fucked over.
But they did get fucked over. They got fucked over by the Shadow Council. They did. And they're right.
They're not right. Here's the reason why. It's not about one player. It's about what the team did. The team went undefeated. Okay? Mm-hmm. They did everything they were supposed to do. It's not like we're talking about BYU or Boise State. It's Florida fucking State. Dude.
We almost are because the ACC is not that much better than the Mountain West Conference, and that's the argument they're making.
Okay, I'm also glad they didn't just bump Georgia down to the 4 seed to fuck Florida State that way. I think Alabama beating Georgia means Georgia should have been out of the top 4. Good for Alabama, but Alabama's got that one fucking loss and Florida State doesn't. That's where
dude. Honestly, I feel like they should have probably put in, and this is going to, it should have been instead of Alabama, it should have been Georgia anyway. Based on the criteria of like them putting in the 4 best, I don't think Alabama's better than Georgia. I know they just beat them. I know that.
Yeah,
I don't think Alabama's better than Georgia. Yeah, And it's just then you start circling back to the Texas argument, and I don't know.
I mean, even if you put Florida State in there, Alabama said they're like, we just beat the team at number 1 all year that nobody could touch. Why don't we? You know what I mean? Somebody's going to be jaded.
It's true, but when we watch Georgia kick this shit out of Florida State, we're gonna feel a little less blood-filled about this argument because Georgia's gonna beat the shit out of Florida State.
It should have been Florida State over Texas. I strongly believe that, but because it should have been Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, Washington, Florida State, and then whoever the hell the other team is that I'm not remembering right now. But
Alabama,
Georgia, Florida State, Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Washington.
Oh, Michigan, yeah.
Right? Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Washington. And then who are the other teams?
Texas, Florida State.
Texas. Florida State's not in it, though.
Well, there's only 4 teams. There's only 4 teams in it.
You already said the 4 that were in it.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought there were 6.
No. There's only 4.
If there were 6, then Georgia and – wait, did Georgia bump down to 6?
Yeah, they did. It'd be Georgia. Georgia and Florida State are 5 and 6, and they're going to play each other, which is why Georgia's going to kick the shit out of Florida State. This is awful content. We're going to need to edit this out.
Let's keep it moving. No, we'll leave it in. But
no, we should remove it. It's terrible.
No, we're going to leave it in.
He's not going to. We already know what the editing process looks like here, Cody.
Yeah, we trim the front, we trim the back. We try to put it in a funny spot, and we let it rip, kid.
Oh, God. This is the worst podcast we've ever done then.
That's not bad content. We're educating people.
No, we are not, because we don't even know what the thing is.
Yeah, we don't even know what we're fucking
We pieced it together. We pieced it together.
Oh, dude. Hey, anyway, let's move on. I beat Trish, skated through. We're in the playoffs. We're playing Todd. Got to pull out all the stops to beat Mr. Todd. So anyway, the next one I got on the docket is the absolute fucking shit fest that Cody put up this week. One of the worst scores I've ever seen out of a potential.
Oh, it's just because he didn't need it, though.
Champion. Oh yeah, he didn't try at all.
It's not a sign of what's to come at all.
I've been building my team for weeks 15 and 16 for a month now. So like, what are we doing here?
Everybody else harkened back to last week when Cody was talking about how important it was for him to get the number 1 seed so that he played weaker teams and all this other shit. Yeah, he totally didn't care, everybody. Only a week ago, it was a big deal to him, and now that he lost, he doesn't care at all, right?
Right, he's not even the number 1 seed. What a fucking schmuck. You're in the swamp now, dude.
What a loser.
Hey, you talk to me about my matchup next week. We'll be fine.
We're gonna do that in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, because the only team that you could beat is a team that doesn't exist. Anyway, so let's keep it moving here. Erica's got problems with Trevor Lawrence there, but she's got a Sam Howell waiting in the wings. Sam Howell's been playing fine.
Yeah, she's gonna be all right.
Raheem Mostert's still getting it done on touchdowns. She's gonna get some running backs back. She doesn't need it next week. Jamar Chase, we already touched on that. Calvin Ridley, a little bit of a down week. I still think he's gonna be solid. I think they've kind of figured out where to put him on the field, and you're gonna see more production on him going forward. The only scary thing is that he always has the potential to do that to you, to put up a 5-burger or even less, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, why would she? Just put in Zay Flowers from here on out. Like, there ain't no...
Yeah.
Ain't no talking about
who to play in the flex, though, you know? So...
you don't just think Deontay Johnson?
I mean, Deontay Johnson is more reliable. She's got to ask herself the question, is she going to need the upside or is she going to need the reliability? You know what I mean? So that's going to be the question for her.
But yeah, but at that point,
it's a good problem to have, though.
She can throw Jaden Reed in there too. So
all those guys are kind of doing something now. So it's a good.
Yep, Jaden Reed too.
And get Hawkinson back too.
Yeah, she'll be just fine.
Packers' schedule is nice the rest of the year. They don't play a winning team the rest of the year. It's going to be nice. Anyway,
it's weird that they're going to lose half of those games anyway.
All they got to do is win 3 and they're in, and we'll be fine. 3 out of 5, 60%. These get degrees, or in this case, playoff spots. Let's go. Anyway, so Cody's team sucks. We don't need to talk about that. Let's keep it moving.
It was nice. I mean, it sucks that the 1 week Cody didn't need any production. There's 3 all-star wide receivers combined for 20 fucking points.
Like, I mean, I've been building it this way. I don't know why everyone keeps being surprised. Like, it's
how about
you building Keenan Allen Ra? You drafted those 2 fucking guys, so that doesn't hold any weight.
I'm gonna warn you. My team's not gonna put up a lot of points next week either, man.
Or the week after that, when you get bounced the fuck out in the second round.
You're gonna get completely axe murdered in the semifinals. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, tell me all about it, boys.
It's gonna be funny when you put up 50 points.
Unless there's like a new rule where the 12th place person
again.
can challenge one of the top people, there's no way you win one.
There's not a fucking chance, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think it's, if I'm being realistic, I think it's between Todd, Jacoby, and Erica.
Love that.
I don't think Shirley's got a
Love
consistent enough team either. And me, you know, I've been up and down all year, so we'll see.
Who else did that leave out? Cody? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. I'm not mentioning his name.
I'm so glad I got familiar with that fucking clip button on YouTube. It's going to feel so good.
It's going to be great. And you're not going to see that clip at all, folks, as soon as he loses.
No.
Well, it would be your job to do it, so that's why you
I'm not going to do that shit. Come on, dude.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll rely on Alan to do it. I'll tell Alan to do it. He knows how to do it. Anyway, I'm sure he would too. But how about can we talk for a second and then we'll move on to the next one about the 6-0 game in New England?
Why do we gotta talk about that?
What are we doing?
Because let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
It is disgusting because Brandon Staley needs to be fired.
Did you see the stat? The Patriots in the last, 4 or 5 games have allowed, let me go back. The last 3 games, they've allowed 6 points, 10 points, and 10 points, and they lost all 3 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Yep.
I'd hate to be on that defense. They're like, what?
I would hate to be a Patriots fan right now. My God. That's like, it's one thing to lose all those games, but just to do it with 0 levels of excitement.
To go from the top of the mountain to the fucking abyss that quickly.
It's not even fun at all to be a Patriots
It's an abyss.
fan. But, you know, they could probably rest easy on their, 6 championships?
Oh, yeah. And they're going to
have to.
They're going to for a long time.
They're probably going to do it pretty loudly, too. If I know Cowboys.
It'll get quieter over time.
Every year they suck like this, it'll get a little bit quieter.
You'll just see less and less of them, you know?
I don't know where that team's going. What are they going to do?
No one does.
They have a few young pieces, but they don't have much. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's talk about Brant and Allen, the irrelevant matchup of the week.
Yeah, let's not talk about it because let's get out of here.
It literally has the only playoff implication is it keeps Allen on the bottom rung of the loser ladder for the first round, and it keeps Brant in the top, or it moves Brant to the top.
Let's give it a small mention just because these guys do listen to the pod.
Only if you guys can hear it over my low-level booing the entire time.
Sure. But, you know, you have Christian Watson having a nice game. We talked about that for Brant. You know, outside of that, you have Olave.
Nobody cares. Boo.
You have Jake Ferguson getting in the end zone. This peanut gallery shit is insane over here.
Let's see.
LA doing it on a shutout.
Someone's wearing a poop mask.
And then for Allen's team, I mean, Nico Collins doing the damn thing. Sad to see Nico Collins on a non-playoff team because that man's going to light it up now. He's the only dude.
Yeah, no Tank Dell. He's going to be the guy. He's put up 10, 20, and 30 in back-to-back weeks. Talk about amping up.
And that is what's going to keep Allen out of the Sacco.
The other couple of bumps on that team, Dalton Schultz and Noah Brown.
He just put up 30 this week for Allen to lose. You think he's going to save him from the Sacco?
I mean, Allen just the whole bottom half of the roster there did nothing.
At least he's got Kyler Murray. He's been doing all right.
Kyler's great. He's gonna keep him out of that poop bowl. You know what I'm saying? It was
hey, do you think Travis Etienne has a worse loser ladder season because there's gonna be no Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know. We'll see. I think they might have to lean on him more. You know?
Yeah, but touchdowns, they're gonna go away.
Oh, by the way, Kyler Murray's on a bye this week, so Allen can't even use him. And he plays San Francisco the week after that.
Oh, no.
He's going to keep him out of that bowl for sure.
Oh, no.
Kyler Murray's going to get re-injured immediately in that San Fran game. Chase Young and Bosa are going to split that little man in half. Anyway.
Coconut. All right, let's move on to the next.
Let's move it on. Let's talk about Jake and Austin here.
Man.
Put the bag on.
Couldn't handle fucking business. Couldn't handle his own business.
Put the bag
all year,
on.
man. I did exactly what my team did all year. Put up 95 to 105. I think every single week, besides maybe one or two.
And where
Which is
did that
not-
get you?
It got me more points than the number 1 seed, but
And
I just
where
didn't.
did that
Nice.
leave you?
I'm leading there. To 7th fucking seed is where that leads me. Because apparently it's better to put up 140 and then 70 and then 140 and 70 than 105, 105, 105, 105. At least this year it was.
What it took. It's bad luck for you at the end of the year, man. I mean, a couple of down games between Mahomes and Kelsey, Cooper Kupp and Austin Eckler not looking right. Brees Hall stuck in the
Worst offense that exists.
The Dementor's prison that is the New York Jets offense, getting the life force sucked out of him by the New York Jets coach.
Like that.
Somehow thinking that it's Brees Hall's fault, which is insane to me.
They did.
Man has some of the best metrics
say
in the
some
league.
things.
Yeah, it's wild. And then you add in the fact that Michael Pittman and Derrick Henry had their season high totals this week, which I'm so happy I get to face one of those every fucking week.
And you get a defensive touchdown out of Indy too.
And an overtime game to boost that shit up too. Michael Pittman got his touchdown in overtime of that game too.
That was a beautiful play call, by the way.
That was a beautiful play call.
It was amazing. The in and out that they did completely roasted the corners over there. It was very well called play. And it's
Christian
fun
Kirk.
watching Gardner Minshew celebrate. Is it not?
We all like that.
In the locker room.
We all like that.
I love that.
It is
guy.
fun. It
It's
is
so
fun.
much fun.
Just fun because he really doesn't seem like he belongs still.
No,
He doesn't. Because he doesn't.
And he doesn't act like it either. And he knows it. So he just acts like a little kid. It's great. I love it.
It is dope.
Yeah.
It's like watching a fan simultaneously be a quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. He's just hitting. He was like, I think he was like hitting the gritty in the locker room and stuff. Like he's cool, man. Like that dude. All American.
I get a lot of Alex Moran vibes out of that guy.
Very much so.
He's fantastic. But anyway, the rest
Not
of it,
any other playoff implications in this one, other than the fact that me losing locked in the top 6. I didn't even drop a seed. I went from the 7 seed to the 7 seed to the 7 seed.
you just stayed right where you were. Right on the edge of the swamp, slowly drowning, while the rest of us sit up around a comfortable playoff campfire.
I know.
You know,
it's bullshit. With a hole in my sleeping bag.
Yeah, dude. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that a boy. Put it on, everybody. I was hoping he was gonna do this. Nice.
I forgot. I meant to do it at the beginning of the matchup, but perfect.
Damn.
Oh man, how the mighty have fallen.
Defending that trophy with everything you're worth.
Hold on one second, gentlemen. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Damn. That's tough. That's hard to watch. Damn. Damn. Damn.
I hurt.
Good God.
Okay. Ready to move on.
Anyway, let's move on. Shed a tear for Jake, but not really, because who cares? Anyway,
wait till next week, Patrick, when Todd bounces your butt out of the
he
playoffs.
probably will, man. I'm under no illusions.
I think he's projected 120 without a player in right now.
Oh no!
I don't
surviving
have my
week
guys
14
in
is going to be
I don't
tough.
have my guys in, so we'll see. But anyhow, we'll figure it out. We'll be all right.
Speaking of Todd, topping up 141 this week, doubled up Luis, who is one of the front runners for Sacco, with JT being out for 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Todd real quick, because we're already talking about it.
Nailed it.
Just brutal. I mean, I talked about it last week. I'm glad it went to Todd because
we're all glad it went to Todd.
He's a good dude.
Todd doesn't care about the jersey, by the way. So just let that irk you a little bit more. He didn't care about that.
The only thing that was going to be cool for me is 1, jersey. 2, I don't have to spend the money on somebody else. I get to spend on myself. But outside of that, sure Todd will use it well. He'll get something cool for that little Shaq.
Gonna get a Jalen Hurts jersey to troll Cody. Unless he was lying to me. There's gonna be a Jalen Hurts jersey
or
or some
and then
sort
right
of,
next to it
of Eagles jersey.
right next to it, I want Cody's face slightly below, staring up adoringly at it. I want him to get a picture of Cody staring up adoringly at it,
I'll
as
post
if
for
he
that.
really
That's
believes
funny.
he's a great quarterback. That'd be
There you go.
hilarious.
Probably doing one of these.
Yeah, what
There
are
you
these? Praying to his overlord.
I'll put on a Jesus costume for it. Like we can really get into character.
You do that for anything.
You love putting on that costume, don't you? You son of a bitch.
I mean, yeah. I gotta let my hair down. It feels nice.
You know
Yeah.
what I would?
You
You know
got
what
good
I would
hair.
do?
You
I
got
would put
good
on my
hair.
Jesus costume for that.
The thing he wears around his house when the cameras aren't on.
Hey,
as soon
hey,
as
can
this,
I put my
as soon
Jesus
as this
costume
pod's
on for
over,
that?
man.
Throws on the old costume.
I'm gonna make 3 more Jesus jokes before the end of this pod.
Now, the scary shit about Todd's team, okay, is that Kyron's on a heater. He's got Achan back. CeeDee Lamb is lighting the world on fire. Devonta Smith on any given week can go off. I mean, Jalen Hurts at the top of all that. And then, you have always the wild card of Taysom Hill crushing your soul too. I mean, he has a dangerous team.
He's
and
got
Devontae Adams on the bench, doesn't even need him.
Kyron Williams is dangerous. That man missed 4 games in the middle of the season. He's still the running back 7.
Oof.
He is if he finishes the year the way he's played this whole year, he will be a highly sought after draft pick next year.
And he's able to start 2 quarterbacks this week with Taysom Hill doing that bullshit in New Orleans.
They're gonna call it one of these weeks, but I don't think it's this week.
Well, Derek Carr ain't right really either. Derek Carr's been banged up all year.
Which is perfect for having Taysom Hill on your tight end spot because
absolutely
because Derek Carr starts at quarterback, but they give Taysom Hill so much quarterback work because he's not healthy that ESPN's being like, I guess he's still a tight end you can play, but they're gonna take it away.
Yeah,
I mean, as soon as he gets the start.
Well, forget that. If it's not a quarterback numbers, it's running back numbers. He had 13 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown this week.
Well, yeah, because when he's playing quarterback, he's an H-back. They're gonna run.
He's all 3.
Well, and they need everything there right now too, because I mean, Michael Thomas is out. I think Rashid Shaheed has also been injured.
Can we agree that Michael Thomas is done?
He should be. When he's healthy at his old age, he's still been good, but that's so rare nowadays that he honestly needs to retire.
He hasn't played in like 4 years.
He almost seems kind of bitter about it too. Like when you see him on the field, he's just one of those chippy fucking guys, like Antonio Brown kind of vibes. Like he's getting more and more jaded, and it's pushing him out of the league.
He misses Drew Brees. He's missed him for a long time. Clearly,
you gotta let that go.
Yeah, well, clearly hasn't. So
gotta do it because Jesus,
he could go be a Robert Woods type character.
He's had 2.5 years of turf toe. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not it's his ankle. He's got
I'm just making things up.
Got a bad ankle, but
bad ankle.
But the only thing that kept Luis out of a 40-point week is the absolute tear of a year that Mike Evans has been having. I mean, we say it every week. What a phenomenal year he's been having. One of the picks of the draft, unfortunately, is on a shit team. And then he's the only one that they can figure out how to do anything with in Tampa Bay. I mean, Rashad White's been playing well the last 3-4 weeks too, but Baker cannot throw the ball to anybody but Mike Evans. Chris Godwin is dead in the water. Cade Otton is, whatever tight end. He's 6 point a week guy, like I said. And then you don't really have anything else other than that. It's all Mike Evans, So, and Mila agrees. So anyway,
on to the next.
Got one more. And one more that also had a one Mr. Strozzi furiously wanting to know whether he was in or out. He was worried the whole time. Is he going to be in? Is he going to be out? What are the scenarios? And honestly, he had the most surefire spot. It was really between me and Jake.
And Todd if he'd have lost, but not putting up 140.
Yeah, exactly.
He was the only one of the 3 that I could have taken over, but I needed to outscore him by like 30.
Yeah. As long as Strozzi didn't goose up on like an 80 or something, he was gonna be fine.
Yeah. And Samson Laportakai, the tight end 3, as a rookie, putting up 25 points. Ugh.
Yeah, man. He's good.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
almost
Finally.
it almost explains like how Patrick beat me at Madden the last time that he did,
Crushed
because
me.
like that was it, man. That was the one thing that could not be stopped. It was Samsonite Laportaquai.
I've
All
also learned that one, I don't like left-handed quarterbacks in Madden. Two, it's nice to have a quarterback. When I had Mr. Goff,
Listen, guys.
that when,
Patrick can't make Miami's offense work. I
no,
said it out
can't.
loud.
They fucking suck for me.
Mhm.
They're terrible. Their
You know the
defense
truth to that.
sucks. Nah, dude. Never playing with Miami again. They're horrible.
I
They're
can't wait to get
absolute
Miami in our
trash.
next franchise. I'm
Absolute
going to
trash.
score
That's like-
60 on you.
That's
Yeah,
like
good
playing
luck.
with Michael Vick when he was on the Falcons and Madden and be like, I just
No,
I don't get it.
Nope.
It's
I don't get it.
No,
I'm never
No.
playing with this again.
no, it's not. You want
It
to know
is.
why? Because Michael Vick is
Hmm.
extremely fast and he was crazy in the open field.
So
Like
like
Tyreek
Tyreek Hill?
No, because you have to throw the ball to Tyreek
Or
Hill.
Raheem Mostert or
Hmm.
Devon Achan or
Well, Devon Achan tore you up a little bit, but it didn't really matter. Now, anyway, let's get past Madden. talk.
guy in the NFL.
He's the fastest guy in the NFL.
Unbelievable.
Anyway,
according to Google.
and the fastest guy in the country because he won a national championship as a sprinter. But anyway, so yeah, dude, I used to run track. We
Yeah,
respect
dude.
that shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Hey, dude.
Yeah,
Hey, dude.
dude.
Hey, dude. Yeah. Anyway, so
I'm sorry, everybody.
they love that shit.
Sorry, I had to be here for that.
Strozzi to me, again, like I said, has one of the most vulnerable teams in the playoffs because
No respect.
his team is so up and down. You don't know what the Chargers are going to do from week to week right now. They're a hot mess. Okay.
Wait a minute. Is it going to be Jacoby and Strozzi again?
I think so.
Yeah.
Those two are
Rematch.
playing.
Ooh.
Rematch.
And I
Ooh.
mean, Jacoby's team right now, Debo is another kind of wild card because it could be an IU Kittle McCaffrey week, and Debo could be the odd man out. But lately, it's been all Debo. It's been
Yeah.
all Mr. Debo.
And
few weeks.
McCaffrey isn't turn awful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, CMC is every week. It doesn't matter in your lineup, 20 points a week, like clockwork. You know what I mean?
That's though.
That's true.
But yeah, we froze a little bit. I kept going. It's fine.
That
Content's
was
fine.
terrifying.
Oh my
So-
god, Alvin the Chipmunk just entered the chat.
Oh man.
Say what? I don't know what's happening. You guys are freezing
Every
up.
single year.
Is-
Yeah. Okay. These kids are freezing. So let's keep moving. And for Jacoby, he gets the Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? You like that pun?
Mhm. No.
Anyway,
it's not a pun. That's not a pun.
I don't
That's
worry about
not
it.
a
That's not a
It's
pun.
that's
You
like
don't know what a pun
Ryman.
is.
That's like Ryman pair with
Pair. That's right. We love when you guys freeze. and I
Would you
get
just
to, like,
plug it?
talk.
Would you just plug
Patrick,
your
it's not
fucking
us
computer
freezing.
in?
No, you guys are freezing because guess who's recording? Y'all freezing. It
Yeah,
ain't
but
me.
like in actuality, it's your
We know the
connection.
problem. We live in Wisconsin
Yeah,
where they
you want to
invented
know
the
what the
internet
problem
6
is?
years
You want to know
ago.
what the problem is?
Jordan Love is
Spectrum
the
are some
problem.
greedy fucks. I live in a metropolitan area. There's no reason this internet should do this shit. It's not my fault. Anyway, we pay good money for internet connection.
I bet it's
will
your
not have
router,
it.
honestly.
It's a brand new router. Anyway, moving on. Jordan Love, okay? Playing great. Jacoby benefiting from that, riding that high. It is going to be kind of funny. Not for me as a Packers fan, but it's going to be kind of funny when he puts up 5 points because he's very capable of doing that if he has a shit week. It's going to be quite funny. Apologies for the turbulence, folks.
The end of this podcast is going to shit.
This is
Yeah,
your captain speaking.
Patrick, you have got to plug in
experiencing
your
some,
fucking computer. You cannot rely.
This is so bad.
And record a
Anyway,
backup episode just so we can clip it and edit over the top.
well,
Splice them together.
Ah, no kidding. So bad.
I don't understand what's going on, but anyway,
We do.
Nope, don't understand at all. I don't get it. Anyway, Alvin Kamara doing the damn thing. I mean, the top 4 in Jacoby's lineup, right? That's what got him the week. I mean, all kind of points up in there, and then the rest of it, not really much. Adam Thielen's dead. David Njoku couldn't really do it. You know, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. It's funny, right? Well, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. It's just basically me at a monologue about this. But
Adam,
I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see what's going to happen when they give Flacco a week of practice, because he didn't look bad. He didn't look terrible. He's old. He's old as shit. They're frozen again. Listen to the sultry sounds of my voice, folks, while I break down this entire matchup. Because
let's wrap up this matchup and try to touch on some ones for this week so we can end this.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving.
So disappointed in you, Patrick. Patrick's a technical unsavvy.
Oof.
What do you want me to do, man? There's nothing. I'm not
plug your fucking computer in, Ethernet cable.
No, I'm not doing it. I refuse. Because then I would have to go sit in the other room and sit on the ground. Podcast. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. It is bad though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The enjoyment we're getting out of this banter is gonna make it into the podcast.
No, but I'll know. Fucking trash.
No, every time you guys, it's the same thing for me, so it's great. But
I believe it.
Point to what people come to expect.
I don't.
Yeah. So maybe next
Jacoby's
week.
a lock. Jacoby's the 3 seed with Dave's team. Good job.
Yeah, let's go all shit talk, Dave. That'd be funny.
But not until
the end of this
roasting
podcast
your
is going to be
internet
brutal,
connection.
folks. We're going to muscle through it. It's what we do here.
Hey, wait. Do you want to cut it? Try and reload the meeting and for the next week matchups and then put them together? Is that doable for you?
I could. Well, I don't know how that's
a no.
work.
All right.
Okay, let's
back
move on.
into the next week.
Let's go.
All right, let's whatever. I mean, I could, man. I just don't know what's going to do with the downloading the pod if it's going to fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we got me versus Todd. Okay. So if you want here real quick, I can set my lineup real fast while we're on the pod.
It's fine. You can say your lineup however you want to. You're gonna fucking lose.
Nope.
He's still projected 120, and that's without putting Devonta Adams.
He can be projected for whatever the fuck he wants, dude. And you guys can freeze, and I'll just keep on talking. Because now I'm projected for 111. Let's go.
Ooh, that's almost as much as him.
Almost as much.
That's almost the points that he has. Yeah,
almost. Well, now we're at. So here's the thing: you got Jalen Hurts versus Dallas, and they're playing at Dallas. Hopefully, Dallas' defense shows up. That's what I'll be hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore is not the easiest.
Also hoping for that.
Baltimore is not the easiest team to run on. Hopefully, they can shut down Kyron. Tennessee has been a much easier team to run on as of late. Depends on what Miami does with the ball in that game.
You guys,
this is bad.
And
he's frozen.
All right, guys, we're gonna try what you said, Jake. I can't do this. We got to do this right. All right, I'm gonna end it and we're gonna restart it. I'm gonna end it.
Don't be afraid of plugging in your computer.
No. All I need to do is I need to end it. You need to give me 2 minutes and I'll restart.
Just in case.
Yeah, let's try to move through it. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. We'll try to figure it out a little bit better for next week. But if we're talking about Mon Todd's matchups, there's some question marks. We'll see what it is. Honestly, go ahead.
That's it. I'm picking Todd.
All right.
Before we make all of our picks here for the postseason, our prognostications, are we going to be doing just a rollover into the postseason matchups as well? Keep it total? You want to keep them separate? What's our plan of attack here?
We can discuss that off camera, but I was going to vote that we end the regular season and do a new one for the playoffs, but no need the other 9 people to have to listen to that.
Yeah,
I think we should do it that way.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool,
that's fine.
Sweet. I'm also picking Todd.
All right, well, on to the next one. All right, so
who's talking and playing next week? The winner of
Todd's gonna end up playing
It depends on if Jacoby wins.
All right.
Yes.
Jacoby and Strozy is the other matchup to look at.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 people on bye, nobody else is in the loser bracket. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. We could pick the loser bracket real quick too, but we won't go through those.
Oh yeah, we'll go through it a little bit because I think the rules on it are still a little elusive to maybe a couple people in the league, especially Luis if he's listening at all. Yeah. The way that the bracket works, you know what I mean?
He ain't.
I'm gonna pick Erica
until
and Cody to absolutely smoke their opponents this week. I'm predicting a complete shutout,
Cody's gonna win by at least 65.
at least 65, maybe 50,
I
maybe
don't know.
50.
I've not been building for week 14, guys. I don't know.
Anyway, so let's talk about Jacoby and Strozzi then too. Devin's it's kind of on a knife's edge right now. I don't know if they've each set their lineups yet, but you got Herbert playing Denver. Okay, Cody seems to think that the Chargers are going to boathouse Denver. I tend to disagree with that.
I think the Chargers are going to beat Denver.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
I think there's going to be a lot of points in that game.
They looked horrendously bad this week, so hopefully they can figure it out. The way New England's defense is playing, I wouldn't be too stoked about having Najee Harris running out there against New England right now if I was Strozzi.
I agree.
Jameer Gibbs against Chicago, though. You like that.
Kobe's
AJ
team
Brown
just doesn't put down really bad weeks. And Strozzi's one of those teams that puts up 120 or 70. So it's going to depend on if he shows up or not. If he shows up, he can beat just about anybody. I think he had one of the highest point totals of any individual week at one point, but he's got some of the lower ones too.
I think he's going to need it this week, man, because I think Jordan Love's going to have a nice game against New York. I think Christian McCaffrey's going to beat the shit out of Seattle. I think Alvin Kamara is going to run well against Carolina. I think Debo is going to play well against Seattle. I think
you can't beat a team with Christian McCaffrey with 70 points because he averages literally 22 and a half by himself. Disgusting.
And yeah, I mean, I think Jacoby's lineup, as you see it right there, is pretty much what it's going to be. I don't know if we run Garrett Wilson out there against the Texans right now, the way their secondary is playing lately. So,
is Puka a gamble? Puka put up 22 this week, but only put up 5 the week before.
And against Baltimore,
the same amount of targets.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, I'm gonna lean Jacoby because I think the top chunk of Jacoby's lineup is obviously his strength right now, and they all have great matchups. So
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think this could be. I do think it's really close. And if we all pick Jacoby, it's not going to seem that way. But like,
it is very close.
It's going to be very close. I think this is going to be a playoff matchup to remember. I think it's going to be real close.
Be a classic.
I gotta pick Jacoby just because of the McCaffrey factor, but it is going to be close.
As you should, because he's the best one on the field.
Yeah,
all right.
I mean, best player in the NFL.
Yep.
Anyway, let's burn through these irrelevant matchups. I think Jake beats. I think Mr. Wilson takes down Brent.
Real quick before we go through the matchups itself. So for anybody that's listening that maybe is still confused on how it works, just think of it as a 3-tiered ladder. So there's 3 matchups, right? Yeah, you're 7, you're 8, you're 9, you're 10, you're 11, you're 12. Anybody that wins in those top 2 tiers is going to be exempt from getting the Sacco this week. Other than that, that doesn't really matter. Everything else is still up for grabs. So if I win this week, and then the winner of the Austin versus Luis game will be basically worthless for the rest of the year because can't get first and last.
Makes sense. So if you're not the bottom 2 teams, a la Alan and
Trish,
you just got to win 1 of 3. So not coming last.
That's true.
Exactly. Yep.
And we think Jake's going to get off of that snide this week.
I think Jake's going to be out of the toilet bowl.
I do too.
Barring an upset. Because Brent doesn't have a quarter. Well, he does have a quarter. He's got Josh Allen. So,
well, I'm going to put up about 105. So let's see what Brent can do with it.
Well, that's just it. I mean, number 7 and number 8, or the difference between number 7 and number 8 is basically the split of our league this year.
You know what it's going to come down to is that it's all going to come down to the Buffalo KC game. You guys all have so many players in that game. It's going to come down to that. Which side plays better, what quarterback plays better, which tight end pairing plays better. And my money would be on Mahomes and Kelsey, but
we'll see.
They haven't been doing it lately, so
we'll see. We'll see.
Let's do Austin and Luis. Based on Luis's recent track record of not really giving a fuck, I'm gonna go Austin.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah, I'm
Austin
gonna
too.
do the same.
I think he's got a better team, regardless of who gives a shit about it or not.
Yeah,
Yep.
no Marquise
then-
Brown. Jonathan Taylor's going to be out. I think it's an easy pick.
Hey, and can we give a round of applause to Allen having his lineup set minus the quarterback? Hey, it only took 5 years to have that lineup set. But nice job. I appreciate
No,
it.
he
You know
doesn't.
what?
He doesn't have a quarterback in there, but he's got the rest of it set.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna pick Allen.
Oh
Do you
shit!
think?
Allen doesn't have a quarterback as of right now.
No, he doesn't have one.
There's guys out there though. You
I
can get a
mean,
Stafford.
I don't know. Do you lose this week's matchup to like potentially have like a better week 2 loser ladder matchup?
Only if you're a schmuck do you play it like that. That's not how you play.
I think at this point, Allen kind of wants to be the Sacco, so he can feel like the center of attention.
He might
For a
be
minute.
starting Jake Browning this weekend because that's the top available quarterback on the waiver wire.
If I were him, I would
Hmm.
run Stafford out there if he's available, but I don't know if he is.
He's not. You're looking at
Okay.
Jake Browning, Geno Smith, Josh Dobbs, and Gardner Minshew for your top 4.
Maybe
And
Gardner.
then you're looking at Jameis Winston, CJ Beathard, and Tommy DeVito.
CJ beat hard. Nice. Nice.
Forever. It will be CJ Beathard.
Beat hard. Anyway, that's fantastic. Doing that man dirty. Anyway, yeah, dude.
Yeah, the
how dare you.
Beathards.
Oh, how much did that kid get tortured in high school? He did. Anyway,
Oh yeah. Ooh,
uh,
all right, so we're all picking Allen?
yeah, I think so, man.
No, I'm not picking Allen. I'm
No,
picking Trish.
no.
Yeah,
I was like, hold on, that never happens.
Nope,
I'm
it
picking
is.
Trish.
All right, so we're all picking out, and that'll be it, folks. See you next
No.
week.
Unbelievable.
All right, so I'm picking Trish. Cody's picking Trish. Patrick, who are you picking?
I'm going out.
Okay, I like it.
Got to have a differentiator somewhere. We all kind of agreed on most of them. So,
Most of them.
anyway, that'll do it, folks. I mean, thank you for another wonderful regular season. That was fun. We got a good group of folks. Hopefully, we can hold this band together. Get Luis to be a little bit more engaged. Okay,
Yeah.
young man. Otherwise, you're
Gonna
going to
need
be
that.
out.
That's
all right,
true.
you gotta get it going. So, we'll see. But thanks to him and Jacoby for picking up the slack and letting us have a full draft because that was nice.
And I mean, how about Jacoby?
How about Jacoby, man?
How
Just
about
did well.
Jacoby?
Made
Made
some
it
good
in with
moves.
half price.
Yeah.
Made it in half priced and
All
At
it
the
took was
3 seed.
giving away Chris
the
Olave.
3 seed.
Yeah, and it turned out to be the right move.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, equal move.
I mean-
it was a neutral move.
It was pretty
He's
neutral
made-
because
he's
then
He's
Yeah.
moved a lot of things. He's moved a lot of things, and look where he's at.
Yeah, did it?
Guys
did it
starting Jordan Love, and he's got the fucking 3
But
seed.
you got it.
playoffs.
But he does owe a nod to Dave for the Adam Thielen carrying him through the first 2 quarters of the year, and then Cole Kmet coming alive towards the end too.
Yeah,
But hey,
Dave
I mean,
didn't.
Jacoby
And-
also.
And Dave drafted Kamara with the 3 week absence and Christian McCaffrey, which was I guess a no brainer. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
even for Dave.
it's true. But I mean, hey, how about Jacoby throwing us a bone and not having to listen to Dave think he knows what he's talking about with Adam Thielen for half a season? Huh?
How's
I mean,
Dave
he
gonna
would- he
feel
would've
when
earned
they're
that,
slapping
though.
Jacoby's name on the trophy?
Yeah. I mean,
Dave's
it's
gonna feel. Dave
that's only
texted
because
me.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
Dave-
Dog. That's it.
I'm sure Austin told Dave before I told Dave that I was eliminated from the playoffs, since Austin's the one that officially beat me this week. But
Mhm.
Dave sent me a picture of his league standings in his other league,
Mhm.
and he's I think number 2 in the league, so he's gonna feel just fine. He's gonna feel just
Yeah.
fine.
Also, even if I lose, I'm gonna feel just fine because my dynasty team is a crushing. Anyway, we beat Todd by 60 points this week. It was great.
I can't wait to listen to that on the other podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can.
I'm gonna make my own podcast. Now.
Everybody like
Send
and
it to all of
subscribe to Patrick's other podcast.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do one of these weeks? I'll make my
Talk
own
about it?
podcast just
You're
about
gonna,
that
you're gonna
league.
put the Ethernet cable into your laptop so we don't have to
Yep.
deal with this again?
I'm gonna put in all this production effort into it, and then
We're gonna buy
we're
a
gonna
Todd
do our
jersey.
podcast.
Cry
And then
about
what
it.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, "Pods up, guys! and then one week it'll just be me talking about my other league, and everybody's
I
like,
like
"What the fuck is this?"
I mean, so it'll be this podcast.
yeah, exactly. It'd be great.
He's gonna have 2 other cameras up, but it's just gonna be stick figures or like
There's gonna be
cardboard
production lighting.
cutouts.
I'm gonna get one of those halo lights. I'm gonna have some TikTok girls dancing in the background. Kid in the corner going fucking crazy.
TikTok
It'll be great.
girls.
TikTok girls.
Those are called
TikTok
strippers.
Ladies, don't call them strippers. She's a nice lady.
She's a
Anyway,
nice lady.
And a porn actress.
well, hey, if we can get one of them,
You can.
anyway. Oh, we can get them. I just don't have. That
I
kind
know.
Does your mom
Yes,
still
you
watch
do.
this podcast?
No. And she definitely ain't making it through all the technical difficulties we had. She's probably watching the Wisconsin Badgers hopefully get a dub against Michigan State. Did they do it? Yes, they did. Let's go. Anyway,
And if
Got
she's
some
anything like
basketball,
you, she
folks.
probably did it through a snowy television.
hey, Wisconsin basketball, killing it. Took down the number 3 team in the country last
I'm
week.
out. I don't know. How do I remove myself?
Oh, shush. Anyway,
Oh, we did it. We did it.
We did it.
I'm gonna go boathouse some people in the only
Hey, that's
mode
that's
of Madden that matters. to me.
the regular season pod. It's over. We did it. It's
Oh,
gone.
Done.
It's a
done.
done.
Yeah.
Can we talk for I'm gonna cut it right here. So can we talk for 30 seconds? Yeah, bye, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
We're done
Fuck
here.
you. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Get
let
outta
the
here.
adults talk for a few minutes
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I hope he cuts it now.
So what happens about once a night for my internet, by the way, is I have to 2 times a week, not once a night, about twice
I have
a
to
week.
go out and feed the fucking wolf another bowl of kibble.
No,
and he
I
keeps,
have to.
And he keeps trotting on the tracks chasing that moon, and that's how we get our Wi-Fi.
That's how we
Wisconsin,
do
what
it.
do you do?
That's how we do it. Hey, man,
Hey, go Badgers.
it ain't nothing but beer and cheese out here and low IQs. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep moving.
Chlamydia.
Anyway.
Don't forget about the chlamydia.
Well, hey, a lot of fucking going on in college town. But anyway, what I was trying to say is I do have to reset it twice a week. So if I just remember to do that before the pod, we shouldn't have this problem. Because whenever I do that,
God damn, Patrick, if you just plugged it the fuck in.
I don't have where it's located. I don't have a space to set up my fucking computer.
Yeah, 90-foot Ethernet cable. It costs $8.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Come on, man.
Unbelievable. It's the easiest solution.
I might do that. Now, anyway,
Don't listen to the man that can't even open a Zoom chat
this
by
fucking
himself.
guy.
Shame
I'm
you
getting
for not
shit
buying
on.
an Ethernet cord.
I am
The
not going to hear
easiest
that. I'm not going to
solution.
hear this from you. You
even
fucking
figure
low
it
letter
out.
The
trash.
easiest
You fucking
solution.
non-playoff piece of
Oh
fucking garbage.
God!
Don't
You
you dare
can't-
come in here.
You
and
can't
disrespect
even
me.
Google how
You
to
don't
join
fucking
a
talk
Zoom
to champions
chat.
that way. You don't talk to champions.
You're not a
I'm
champion.
gonna. You
You're
know
the
what?
number
Fuck
2
it.
seed, you fucking
You
schmuck.
can't. You
I'm-
don't talk to me like that. You fucking
Hey,
trash. You get out of
I'm
here.
leaving
Only
this
winners
in.
talk
I'm
here.
leaving this in. By the way, this is glorious. Anyway,
It's the easiest
You
solution.
love it.
Shit.
No, but you should really get that 90-foot
You really
Ethernet.
should. Yeah, you
Yeah,
should do
no,
that.
but I'm definitely not
It's definitely
going
the
to now
call.
just to troll Cody. You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, just
is
to
I'm
troll
gonna
me. You were
show
going to
it
do it
to you.
anyway.
I'm going to show it to you not plugged in. That's what I'm going to do.
No, that would be
So
fun.
anyway,
And then everybody in the league is going to suffer, Patrick.
I know.
You know what you
And
should
that's-
do? You should buy 2, and then while you have it plugged in and not ever tell us, show us the one that isn't plugged in, so you could be faking it, but still do it with a
And
quick
then buy a
connection.
third one and hang yourself.
And then
No, I'm
also-
just kidding.
Hey, man. No.
Hey,
Hey. Hey.
Joking.
Hey.
Disclaimer.
Hey.
hey.
Yeah, we're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. We're going to be okay. It's all
You'll be
right.
okay.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, anyway.
It'll be
So
fine.